what's up everyone? Leroy, aka Binofski, down at DJ City today, talking with the crew about how I make tracks using the Komplete Kontrol S-Series MK3 from Native Instruments. In this video, I'm gonna make a bit of a track from scratch and a bit of a deep house groove. I've got some sounds loaded up already, some drums. It sounds a bit like this. And from here, I really just kind of want to build the track starting from the bass line, all right? So if I use this encoder here, this is the encoder that I can use that integrates with my digital audio workstation. In this scenario, I'm using Ableton Live. And I can switch between all of my different MIDI tracks. On this track here, I have a patch loaded up called Feel It. It's a contact instrument. But how I found this patch was I used the browser button and I'm able to actually navigate through all the sounds that I have installed on my computer. So I can go through, find all the instrument titles that I like, and then along the side here, I have all of the preset patches. What's great about this workflow is I can actually audition all of the sounds and the preset patches as well. So it really speeds up the process and makes you, really find the sound that you're looking for a lot faster. You can even refine your search using these encoders here to look for something a little bit more specific using all the categories. So in this scenario, I can go bass, bowed strings, brass, organ, etc. and find sounds that way. And before I lay down my bass line, I'm going to use this button here called Play Assist. And what this does is it actually allows me to use the light scale, which shows you how you can kind of play sounds and notes within a particular scale that you choose. So if I press this button, shift to turn it on, you can see that the light scale here highlights all of the notes that I have selected within this scale here, which is an E minor scale, okay? A really useful tool for musicians and producers to be able to find all the notes that they're looking for to create a tight musical arrangement. When I've got my instrument loaded, you can see these parameters here. They're assigned to all of these encoders, giving you really deep control over all of the sounds and parameters inside the synth. So all I have to do now is hit the record button. It'll give me a 1-bar counting and I can record a clip straight into Ableton Live. Cool. If I double click on my clip, you can see in my arrangement here, these are all the notes. And I can press the quantize button, which is directly on the keyboard, and that will fix any timing imperfections that I might have done during that performance. Cool, let's move on to our next sound. If I use my little encoder, move over to the next track. I've already got an instance of Ignition keys loaded. Now, this is a really great contact instrument. It's got lots of really amazing Rhodes and piano patches. Again, just press the browse button and you can use this to navigate through and find all of your instruments. In this scenario, with the Play Assist button, I actually have it set up to be within the same scale, but also it's triggering a chord. So I can actually trigger a single chord just by pressing a single key, which is really useful for people like me whose music theory is a little to be desired. And it really helps you create interesting chord progressions really quickly. Now, it wouldn't be a deep house tune if we didn't have some nice chord stabs that sit over the top of this bass line. So let's lay something down. Cool, sounding pretty good so far. Let's move on to the next sound. Navigate over, I'm gonna lay down some pad sounds. Pads are a really great, useful sound to sort of lay underneath your groove. It really helps keep things moving, adds a little bit of tension and also rhythm to your track. I have an instance of Analog Dreams loaded up, another contact instrument, has lots of really beautiful kind of like Juno-esque pad sounds that I can lay down. You can hear the LFO that's modulating the cutoff filter in this particular instrument adds a lot of movement and exactly what I'm looking for. Cool. During that performance as well, I actually was modulating the cutoff filter during the record mode, and that actually recorded that parameter movement in to the clip, meaning that that will move as it plays through, adding that extra level of kind of interest to the track. On the side here, I've got this button called DAW, which actually allows you to integrate directly into your Ableton Live session and shows you all of your volumes as well. So it's a really handy resource to get a lot of visual feedback and being able to mix your track on the fly visually straight from the display. You can also use it to trigger mutes and solos as well. Cool, track sounding pretty cool so far. I'm gonna add one more element. I'm gonna add a vocal loop on top. From the Komplete Kontrol software, you can actually add one-shot loops, one-shots or loops. And to do that, hit the browser button, navigate to the sampler, and you can find any of your sample packs and load loops directly in there. I've got one loaded up already. Sounds like this. And let's go ahead and lay that over my track. Okay, nice one. Now, what about effects? Well, within the keyboard itself, you're able to actually load effects directly onto any sound you have. And press this tab button here, and we'll navigate to the next sort of effect slot. Here I have an instance of Roam, which is a really beautiful sort of ethereal sounding reverb plugin from Native Instruments. But if you're looking to add more, you just click the effects slot, hit browser, and here you can browse through all of your effects plugins that you have installed on your computer. It's worth noting it's not just Native Instruments plugins that are available. Any third-party plugin that you have installed on your system will instantly show up, providing it suits that NKS format. If you're still with me, thanks for tuning in. If there's anything you need, get down to DJ City. The crew here will sort you out. Until next time, see you later.